I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it. So I tell you, man, I tell you, this Aaron Rodgers talk will not let up. Correct. This whole all this Aaron Rodgers talk will not let up. More recent news: Kwesi had his presser, and of course, the question was asked about Aaron Rodgers. Now, Kwesi kind of left the door open. I'm gonna get into the article and probably the video in a minute, but Kwesi didn't. He didn't say that Aaron Rodgers to the Minnesota Vikings was totally out the picture. No, he said the Vikings have made a decision. They talked to Aaron Rodgers. Both sides were in conversations, and it just hasn't worked out right now. But the possibility is still there. So, with that being said, even it still being a slight chance says a lot. Just where the Minnesota Vikings organization is at with the JJ McCarthy, where they stand with McCarthy, period. You know, where they stand with the QB2, whether Aaron Rodgers comes in just to be a backup or, just to help mold and develop JJ McCarthy. Yeah, it's a lot of rumors and speculations going on, but I mean, Aaron Rodgers to the Vikings is not totally over with. Now, this been going on for a long time, huh? Damn near the whole off season, free agency, etc. You know, you asked the question. I did a video yesterday about JJ McCarthy, pretty much saying that the Vikings haven't told him he was the guaranteed starter. I feel like that's a good thing for JJ McCarthy. Keep some fire under his ass. Give him a chip on his shoulder. Don't let him get comfortable or complacent like the job is his. Because at the end of the day, guess what? He's done nothing yet, correct? Heavy, dog. Yeah. We're going to see. This is going to be very interesting. Very interesting what happens, the whole dynamic with Aaron Rodgers, I mean, Kwesi has made great moves. This has been a great offseason once again, acquiring free agents. And like I said, I stand on it 10 toes down. If you do bring Aaron Rodgers in, which Aaron Rodgers are you getting? Is it the diva, the one who pouts on the sideline, the one who you question his leadership, or is it the Aaron Rodgers who's focused in, zoned in, ready to ball, still got a cannon for an arm, still can be a great quarterback? So which Aaron Rodgers do you get? But obviously, the Vikings were interested, and if the price is right, if Aaron Rodgers agrees to certain things, we could definitely see Aaron Rodgers in a Vikings uniform this coming up season, period. Some may like it, some may not. Me personally, I've made it clear, let it be known. I want to see JJ McCarthy. I mean, hey, man, how long you going to keep the dude, keep the dude on lockdown, baby him, coddle him? Sooner or later, you got to see what he can do. Can he be an elite player or not? So you know whether to move on or continue to build around him, correct? No more need to waste time. No more time to waste time, dog. The time is now. Have the Vikings found their future quarterback or not? Nip it in the bud quickly and swiftly, but it's time to find out who JJ McCarthy really is as a quarterback. Now, you can still do that with acquiring Aaron Rodgers. It can still be a competition for the number one spot. I don't see how Aaron Rodgers would come in and not have a chance to be the starter. The caliber of quarterback he is, the experience he has, that would go against everything the Vikings, KOC believes in. And KOC and Aaron Rodgers, allegedly, according to Kwesi, have a solid relationship. So I would find it hard to believe that Aaron Rodgers would just walk in and JJ McCarthy is the automatic starter. First thing, I don't think Rodgers would accept that there, huh? You hear me? I don't think he would sign a contract with those terms in it. Nah. Not Aaron Rodgers, whether it's him having too much ego, him feeling like he's that guy, he still got it. Him just wanting to be a winner, wanting to be a starter. Been a starter damn near more than half of his career, majority of his career, when he finally got opportunity, when Favre left, correct? So I don't see that Aaron Rodgers just will back down and say, hey, all right, bet I'm cool with coming in, having the experience, helping McCarthy out, helping mold and develop him, put him in the best position to win. No, dog. I don't think that's Aaron Rodgers at all. I think he will be going against everything he believes in if he made that decision. But you never know. We could see. We shall see. What does What is he playing for right now? Does he want to win? Does he want to be on a team who's a Super Bowl caliber team? What matters to him? Is it Guapino? Is it his legacy? Is it starting? The list goes on. So very intriguing. But this whole Aaron Rodgers thing is not over yet. It is not over yet. Correct. Let's get into the article, baby. A lot more moves to be made. A lot more moves to be made. And just the simple fact the Vikings were interested says a lot there, huh? Oh, yeah. Just the simple fact they were interested in Aaron Rodgers says a lot, homie. Let's get it. Vikings GM leaves door open for Aaron Rodgers. Things can change. The Vikings are happy right now with the QB situation, but Rodgers hasn't been 100% ruled out. Let's see here. Let's get it, baby. Get into the video. Let's get into this article, though. See if we got the article. Vikings general manager Kwesi Mensah confirmed Wednesday that conversations with Aaron Rodgers did take place recently. Recently? How recently? How recent, right? But those talks, at least for now, have ended. I think we got to a place where we just said everybody was transparent, but right now we feel good about where we're going. And that's really how it ended, Adofo Mensah said. It's totally up to him. Meaning Aaron Rodgers. It's hard to talk about a player who's not under contract for our team, he continued. It's ultimately up to him what he decides to do with his future. But that's kind of where we left it. I know head coach Kevin O'Connell and him have a great relationship still. They'll still have a relationship. They'll keep talking. But right now I'm focused on the two players in our room right now and my personal process for going forward. So like I said, it's definitely something there, dog. Some truth to the story. And he just said they spoke recently about what, who knows, but they were in talks, conversations. Very important, dog. Give me a second. I'm gonna get into this video. Hope they don't mess with no copyright BS. If they do, once again, will be no more videos. You hear me, dog? Give me 1 second, though. Give me one so we can get this video here. Yeah, man. See what Kwesi got to say, man. See what Kwesi got to say, homie.
The starter, all those different things. You're just trying to solve for a lot of different things. What you're trying to accomplish in the decision.
Did you or Kevin speak with Aaron directly?
Yeah, so you're talking about a player that Kevin's known for a long time, and so when you have a relationship like that, I'm typically the type that's like, hey, whoever's got the best relationship, talk to him. And so Kev, he's a bit of a if I'm like the maybe like the dork Elvis, maybe Kev's like the QB Elvis type of guy.
Sure.
He's got a lot of respect in that community, and he deserves it for a lot of great reasons, not just for the what he brings from a schematic standpoint, but just how he cares about players, how he cares about people. He cares about a lot of times the environments around quarterbacks aren't really supportive to quarterbacks, and so for that reason, he's got a great relationship with a lot of these guys, and he's got
players love playing for KOC. Now we see that clear as day. Guys want to play for him. Guys like him, respect him, et cetera, et cetera. QB Whisper, he is that. Great leader of men. Can't deny that, huh? Heavy. Let's get it.
Got a relationship with Aaron. They've had a lot of conversations. Obviously, he looped us in, and we kind of met and go from there. It's a unique thing to talk about a player of that caliber, and I'm always somebody who wants to learn and grow myself. And so, just being involved in those dialogue was really special.
Were you expecting as the offseason began that he would be somebody you guys would reach out or speak with?
So, obviously we start the offseason. Obviously Sam was still, potential option.
No way he's gonna say yes to this. I mean, I don't know, bro. Maybe when the possibility came and they said, "Oh, we might be able to get this guy for real," maybe then they started talking about it, believing it. But I don't think they expected Aaron Rodgers to be on their radar in no shape or form. Period.
And then, Daniel, somebody that we brought in with potential. So he was in our conversations, but you're always trying to plan for a lot of different things. Again, I've named 3 players, but there's other players that are also in consideration, and you put all your options on the table and you see what fits best for your scenarios, and you kind of go from there.
When you're having conversations with a player of his caliber, how do you set the parameters of that in terms of whether he wants to be assured of certain things of where he's going to be in the pecking order? And how much of those conversations did you have with him in terms of?
Well, Aaron Rodgers, 9 times out of 10 wants to be in control, wants to control his contract. And like I said, so I think certain things Aaron Rodgers just won't agree to at this point in his career. He's not going to agree to just being an automatic second stringer without even getting an opportunity to beat a guy out, take a guy position, outperform him. He's not going to agree to that. I guarantee that. I'll stand on that 10 toes down. And can you blame him for not, if that's the case? I mean, come on, bro. Super Bowl champion, great quarterback, legacy, Hall of Fame potential, Hall of Fame player, sealed and deal, dog. So Aaron Rodgers, I'm sure there's some things that have to be, incorporated into that contract. Yeah, period.
What it would look like if he came in.
Yeah, our belief here is full transparency, both sides. I don't think it's wise from either party to show up here and have surprises.
I like that, man. Be real, be transparent. Be transparent, baby, heavy. That's the best way to be, even if it's difficult. Be truth, honest, honesty, transparent, just in life in general, dog. You hear me? So many people out here lying, capping, faking, scared to be transparent, worried about opinions. No, be real, man. Put it all on the table. Put it all on the table, huh? You hear me? Then go from there. If it can work, it can work. If not, it's not gonna happen, homie. That's the worst thing that can happen, correct? I like that, though. Be transparent. Be real with the players. Be real with the players. Let's get it. SKOL Vikes. Cook, Kwesi, cook.
I think the players, we always encourage our players, agents to tell us exactly what you expect from this opportunity. And we do not lie. We tell them, hey, we might do this, but we also might do this in the future. And just make sure you make that decision full knowledge based. So transparency is just the key to how we have those conversations always.
How did it end with Rodgers? Was it his choice, your choice that it wasn't going to fit?
I think we got to a place where we just said everybody was transparent, but right now we feel good about where we're going, and that's really how it ended.
So basically, they couldn't come to an agreement, whether it was on Rodgers' end or the Vikings' end, and I like this situation here, man. I want to see McCarthy. I think it's McCarthy time. You're in a perfect position if you're the Vikings, if you're Kwesi, to build around your quarterback, your rookie franchise quarterback, huh? Build a team, an infrastructure that's built for success. I repeat, build a team and infrastructure, you hear me, that is built for success. They're on the right path. They are on the right path. Period. But every move this offseason, dog, even with the Aaron Rodgers circumstances, is pivotal. Pivotal, huh? Next thing coming up, draft, homie. You hear me? That's why I hope they go ahead and figure this out. They're going to sign Rodgers or not so they can move on to the next step, baby. Period. We don't need Rodgers lingering, sticking around. Oh, the Rodgers rumors, speculations, huh? Let's get to the business. Believe that.
It's ultimately up to him. It's hard to talk about a player who's not under contract for our team and who plays for obviously isn't a member of this team. It's ultimately up to him, what he decides to do with his future. But that's kind of where we left it. I know Kevin and him have a great relationship still. They'll still have a relationship. They'll keep talking. But right now, I'm focused on the two players that are in our room right now and in my personnel process for going forward.
Kwesi, can you say definitively then the door is closed with Rodgers? It kind of sounds like ultimately it was his decision and we're still looking for a veteran quarterback. Can you say that door is?
I don't know that I said it was ultimately his decision. I don't want to make sure that, I think that I said that given where we are scenario wise, we didn't think it was the right move at this time. It is also his decision to whether he signs with another team, not that's ultimately up to another player. For me to sit here and say that, anything's 100% forever, that's just not the job, right? We're responding to scenarios and different information as it comes. So, obviously things can change, but right now we're really happy with our room and we're going to look to upgrade it in different ways. But for now, we're.
So right there, boom. Right there, boom. It's 100%. It's not 100% out of the question, period. Simple answer. He just answered it right there, right? Not 100% out of the question, man. Give me a second. That's just what it is, dog. Like, plain as day, huh? Plain as day. Plain as day, homie, period, dog. So that's what it is. And the rest of the article was just pretty much saying everything that Kwesi said in that segment of the presser. So, yeah, Aaron Rodgers, we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens. I think it's going to come down to Guapino and just the quarterback situation with McCarthy. If the Vikings be transparent, continue to be transparent and truthful, They're going to tell every quarterback, not just Rodgers, every quarterback who had the chance to come in and play for the Vikings. McCarthy is the guy. We're moving forward strong with McCarthy, like it or not. Or, like I say, a player of Aaron Rodgers' caliber. The question is, does Kwesi and Kwesi believe he's still that guy? He's still that dog. That he can put them over the hump for real. Period. Do they see him making a deep playoff run to the Super Bowl and maybe only see McCarthy getting out the first round, second round, etc.? But who knows, though, man? It's a draw of the straw. Always a draw of the straw, whether you're talking about the draft, free agency, whatever the case may be. You're taking a chance on every player, every guy, rookie, vet, etc., huh? Aaron Rodgers could come in if the Vikings sign him, choose to acquire him, be a baller, be elite, change his whole career around, give the Vikings a great season. Or he could come in, be a bum, be trash, be a diva, be a pouting guy. So it's all up in the air, dog. You never know. Very interesting. Very interesting, though, correct? Hey, man, fire them comments up. Feedback is much appreciated. Let me know how you feel about the video. How do you feel about Aaron Rodgers becoming a Viking? Do you want to see it or no? Let me know. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell. Hit that bell. Takes less than 1 second, huh? Support the grind. Support the channel, baby. Big SKOL here. We here. SKOL Vikes. Win, lose, or draw forever. Yeah. Believe that.